Hello all you fans of Magic the Gathering, and a warm welcome to any new players watching this video. I'm Zjivarra, and I hope you've come here because of your love for limited formats or because you are dying to play more Magic in fun and casual ways. When two-player drafting, one quickly realizes that the experience is quite different from drafts with 4 or more people and when passing packs around the table. The goal isn't so much to get the best deck by normal means, but rather to memorize the opponent's picks and to use that information against them to some degree, like hate drafting cards and sabotaging their mana base. While it certainly can be enjoyable to mess with the mind of your opponent, choosing a draft mode that will make things slightly more random and secretive is important in my opinion. It can certainly make things a lot more fun. For that reason, I want to talk about one of the simplest and coolest draft formats ever invented by the man himself, Richard Garfield, which, if you didn't already know, is an American mathematician, inventor, and the game designer who first created Magic the Gathering. A Winston Draft occurs with all the cards in one big stack, and each player supplies somewhere between 40 and 60 cards to be shuffled together. Though it's not uncommon for one person to provide all the cards, more often these cards will come from sealed product, meaning booster packs, that contain 40 to 20 cards each, depending on the kinds of packs and Magic sets they come from. Because drafting in general has a self-correcting property to it, you don't need to do much to make sure that things are balanced. You also don't have to use packs from only one set. You can make a curated list, or even assemble a random pile of cards if you'd like there to be a chaotic element or more unpredictability. To start, 3 cards from the top of the stack go face down on the table and side by side in a row with some space in between, separating them from each other. These are the designated piles. Pile 1 is furthest from the stack. Pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is nearest to the big stack. Players will look at the piles in that order. The first player looks at the first card. They may choose to draft that pile or not. Upon drafting it, they replace that pile with a new face-down card from the big stack. If they chose not to draft it, they would put it back face down with a replacement card from the stack, before moving on to the next pile. They look at that pile and will decide to draft it or not, replacing it with a new card if they draft it, adding a new card to it, and moving on if they don't. If they don't want to draft the third pile, they add a card to it, then simply receive the top card of the big stack as a random card. This continues until all the cards have been drafted. Remember, when you draft a pile, you get all the cards in that pile. Players construct decks that need to be 40 cards minimum, and then they play a regular 1v1 match without any special rules. This format showcases why Magic is such a great game, and why Winston Draft is a great format. It is portable, quick to set up and play. Any 2 players can sit down with just a couple of cards and have a good time. In this video, I'd also like to promote another MTG channel that has recently started putting out a lot of Winston Draft content. If you like watching people talk Magic while drafting, you should go check it out. I like how they show off their decks, talk strategy, and then play several matches. Please consider supporting them with views, likes, and by subscribing to Andy's Basement. The real beauty of this format is that you only know about half of what your opponent has taken. To some extent, you will be able to deduce the colors they are leaning towards by looking at what they leave behind. With that information, you can sometimes try to be greedy and leave cards on the table for longer, hoping to snag an even bigger pile when your opponent passes on it again. I hope this video has been of some help to you, and that you and a friend will get together soon for a Winston Draft. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content and want to see even more in the future. I'm Zjivarra. Thank you so much for watching.